We have some very important news for John Kerry. He wanted us to pass this on. It is our scriptural responsibility. I wanted to squeeze this in today just in case. We're so close to Sunday. It's like we're still in church, isn't it? And so I wanted to make sure that you understand our scriptural responsibility to the Muslim world.
Our fates are inextricably linked on any number of things that we must confront and deal with in policy concepts today.
Okay, stop for a second. Hang on just a second. So he's talking to the Muslim world now. Out of all the things that could be going on, our faiths are intertwined. We are linked scripturally. What is it we should be worrying about right now? We have ISIS happening. We have beheadings going on. Did you see the outrageous picture? It's up on TheBlaze, the newborn baby that was born and then put into like a bomb suit, an ISIS, little ISIS uniform. Really frightening stuff going on. We have children holding up severed heads. What does he say we have a responsibility to protect the Muslim world against?
Fates are inextricably linked on the environment. For many of us, respect for God's creation also translates into a duty.
A duty.
To protect and sustain his first creation.
Yes.
Earth. The planet.
The planet. Hang on
wait,
just a
what?
second. Okay.
Wait, Earth
No, don't confuse those two. He's talking about Earth, the planet.
Okay. All right.
Not Earth, the Nerf.
I thought Earth was the sequel to that John Travolta movie.
No, it's not. No. No. This is Earth, the planet.
The planet.
Earth, the planet. But wait, there's more.
Before God created man, he created heavens and earth.
Yes. Stop. He created the heavens and then the earth. So his first creation was the heavens. Why are we not doing anything to protect the heavens?
That's true, too.
Why are we not? That is a very good question.
And he did.
And protect it for the Muslims.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes.
Not just for the Christians, but for specifically protect the Muslims and heaven.
He specifically said Earth was his first creation as well.
Well, yes, he
did. It's specific, so that is actually...
heavens and earth.
So maybe he did them at the exact same time.
Yeah. Well, heavens. A lot of people don't know this. Also called Earth. But not the planet.
He's talking
about Earth, the planet.
Okay.
Here I'm talking about heavens called Earth.
Right. Okay.
Earth, the heavens.
Change is in the long run one of the greatest challenges that we face.
It is
climate change,
and you can see this duty or responsibility laid out in scriptures.
In scriptures,
you can
clearly,
beginning in Genesis.
Yes.
And Muslim majority countries are among the most vulnerable.
Stop just a second. Muslim majority countries are the most vulnerable.
And it says that right there in the scriptures.
It says it in the scriptures,
clearly.
and we are responsible as the West, as Americans. We have a responsibility to protect the environment for the Muslim world.
Yes.
Because they're the most vulnerable.
That is what he's saying.
And forget about the beheading. Stop with the beheading. Stop. Stop with the bloods in the street.
I don't even want to hear about
You know why they're beheading people? We're wrecking the environment for the Muslims.
Right.
Well, if our actions didn't lead to a 0.9 degrees centigrade temperature rise in the last 100 years, they would never be beheading anyone.
You're right.
They wouldn't. Why would they wouldn't even be interested in it? If it was cooler, they wouldn't even be interested in beheading.
Thank you.
If it was 82 degrees instead of 82.9,
right?
There wouldn't be a single beheading.
No, not one.
Not one.
I don't know what you guys are. Are you guys? You're not being sarcastic.
Oh no.
Okay,
no, not at all.
Now that sounded sarcastic.
Oh no.
Back to the Bible with John Kerry.
Our response to this challenge ought to be rooted in a sense of stewardship of Earth.
I love this.
And for me and for many of us here today, that responsibility comes from God.
First of all, I want to see the scripture he's citing here, specifically, clearly.
All right.
But since when do Democrats preach about scriptures and our duty to God as it involves public policy?
Yeah.
Because that used to be absolutely verboten. Whenever George Bush,
why are you using a Nazi word?
it's just the first word that popped into my head.
Interesting that Nazi words. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's actually a German word. I don't think the Nazis.
Germans were
Nazis.
Thank you, Stu.
Not all of them.
Now he's making excuses for the Nazis.
No, the Germans. But when Bush if he ever got anywhere near Scripture or talking about God,
correct,
was stop with you can't legislate morality.
Whatever.
Stop, you're talking about what about the separation of church and state?
Whatever.
Now all of a sudden it's inextricably linked.
It is. It's our duty. It's our duty.
With Obama, they're all doing this now.
Excuse me. When I think of a word, because I have people ask me, "What's your favorite word?
What's your favorite color? What's your favorite?"
They say, "What's your favorite that? What's your favorite that?" And I think to myself, my favorite word.
That's easy.
The word, which is two words,
right?
But I like to take out the space and even a hyphen, and I like to make it a compound word. The word.
The word.
And thank you.
The word.
Yeah,
the
word.
Pronunciation.
So because I think we all know that what our favorite word. When I ask you, remember when I asked you your favorite color? Yeah. You said to me, of course, your favorite color is black, blue, black and blue. It's like that. It's the word, and it's black and blue. See, it's two words, two favorite colors, black and blue.
Right.
So now you're starting to understand the Nazi thing a little bit with him. Notice his favorite color is black and blue.
Interesting.
It never stops with him.
Because of the bruises the Nazis gave people?
I'm not reading into it.
Okay.
I'm just judging your heart as black and cold
you were reading into it.
and dead inside.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing. All right.
Glad you're not
By the
judging,
way,
though.
God's on the other line. He is so pissed at you.
Pissed off. Did he use that word?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He is like, would you tell Pat something? I don't have time right now. I'm answering some other prayers.
I was going to say, that wasn't very Christ-like to use that word, but...
No, but he would... I'm just using... That's what he said.
Okay.
And he said he's not telling you because he's so angry at you. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's your black and blue Nazi thing that's really hacking him off.
All right.
And your ability to mock Kerry or John Kerry at...
when he's talking about God.
And the Scriptures telling us to protect the environment. Not for us, not for all mankind, but specifically
for the Muslims.
For the Muslims.
By the way, did you guys notice he seems to have a problem in the speech with the word inextricably?
Yes, because he uses a P in it.
Yeah, there's something
inextricably.
Else. Yeah, it's like it's almost out of order. It seems like maybe the syllables are out of order. Can we listen to that again? Yeah.
Because he uses it twice in this. And,
our fates are inextricably linked.
Inextricably. Right?
And he said it wrong once. Linked.
He said, okay, you say, all right, he said it wrong once, but then listen, he says it again.
Later.
I think he says it
We'd
the
have
same
to listen to the whole minute to get through it.
Our fates are inextricably linked.
Okay. Inextricably.
On any number of things that we must confront and deal with in policy concepts today.
Right.
Our fates are inextricably linked on the environment.
Oh my gosh, he did it again.
Look. He's had a lot of ketchup.
What does that do?
He's had a lot of ketchup.
And
have you ever had a lot of ketchup?
Have you ever had?
No,
I've had a lot of ketchup.
Not as much as. Oh, you really? You're now all of a sudden married to the ketchup queen?
No,
she makes you drink that stuff by a bucket.
Does she?
Yeah.
Okay, that's more ketchup than
that's a lot of ketchup. And you start to say, because ketchup. You look at the word. It's got P's in it. It's got T's and H's, and it's a weird, complex, strange.
Sometimes
K
it begins with a C. Sometimes it begins with a K.
Yeah, sometimes it's catsup. That's not how you say it. So how do you expect him to say inextricably? You don't expect him to say
inextricably.
Inextricably
twice in a row.
It's inextricably
That's interesting.
Connected to his catsup.
Secretary of State, ladies and gentlemen, you got to be proud.
Can we look for John Kerry saying the word inextricably in another context to see if he says it that way every time?
Natasha,
can we look for that? Inextricably.
Inextricably.
Which is that might just be a different word. Maybe maybe I don't know it. Inextricably.
Okay, can I ask you another question? May I switch subjects here?
I'm glad you've developed the word obsession that
you
I'm
have
afflicted with.
I learned by watching you.
Good.
Okay.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Because
it doesn't end well.
It doesn't end well.
Really
I am. You remember Christmas Carol?
Yes.
I'm his Jacob Marley.
Oh, really?
I'm the chains that run around his neck right now. Because he's bothered by people who butcher words.
Yes.
His best friend.
Butchers words.
We've gone through a whole collection in the life of this broadcast with you.
Yes.
Yeah. Indeed.
I'm Jack the Ripper.
We treated you, to be fair, treated you the same way. We just treated John Kerry.
And actually, I would be more Jack the Riper.
Jack the Riper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for Pat.
Right.
Because you're inextricably connected to Jack the Ripper.
Right.
Or Riper.
I would pronounce it Riper. Just for you.